What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope all is well with you guys out there on this beautiful Thursday night. All is well here. I got an update for you guys. The Memphis mom that came home and found a young man hiding under her bed and took his life. Well, she had her day in court. Okay, she's charged with first-degree murder, and her attorney seems to think, well, it was justified. And of course, if he's her attorney, he's going to try to make it seem as though, well, she was in the right. But far as I'm concerned, she wasn't, simply because this man, she demanded that he leave her home, and he was doing so. And what did she do for that? She took his life, and by shooting him in the back of the head. Okay, so I mean, how can you even defend something like that? But nevertheless, she had her first day in court, and she's been placed under a $100,000 bond and ordered not to have any contact with the victim's family. This is not going to end well. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that a bond, she really didn't deserve one, as far as I'm concerned. But you turn her loose, out there in the streets, and there's a lot of people that's very angry at this woman for what she done, mainly his family, and understandably why, But a teacher of Nolan Well, a former teacher, said he was a very kind young man, but he was special needs. And this is the lady right here that you're looking at on the right, side of the picture here. Said he was special needs, very, friendly, nice, and everything else. She's very, heartbroken as to what happened to him, and she thinks that the lady went a little too far. Just like I think, and a lot of other people, but there are some people out there that want to give this woman a pass for what she done. This was a 20-year-old man, and I can understand how any parent would feel in a situation like this. But like I said, when you look at Rondarius Morton, Rondarius Morton, you couldn't even tell he was 20 years old. You know what I mean? He's just like a young kid, look like around the same age her daughter is, somewhere around there. But like I say, hey, I think she went a little too far too. But I have a couple of videos I want us to check out, and then we'll get back into the commentary.
$100,000, that's the bond for a Southwest Memphis woman accused of fatally shooting a man allegedly found hiding under her juvenile daughter's bed. Kendra Scott was in court today to face a charge of first-degree murder for the death of Rondarius Morton. Braille Brown spoke with Scott's attorneys about their confidence in representing her.
Kendra Scott stood before the judge draped in a Shelby County jumpsuit while her family sat in the gallery for emotional support. Her attorneys say that they believe that the state would have a challenge to pursue a first-degree murder charge. Currently, her bond is set at $100,000.
Well, the challenges I'm seeing are for the state in trying to go forward on first-degree murder charges. You've got a woman who is kind of living out your worst nightmare as a parent.
This is the first time your news leader is getting a look at Kendra Scott in person for her bond hearing. She was also ordered to stay away from the victim's family. Scott is charged with fatally shooting Rondarius Morton at her home along the 3000 block of Travis Road. She reportedly told investigators, quote, "I did what I had to do."
To expect anybody to be able to act in a cool, calm manner, premeditate any sort of action, is just unrealistic. I think even the best of us, the worst of us, any of us, would be acting irrationally given this set of circumstances.
Morton died from a gunshot wound to the back of his head. Investigators say he was allegedly invited to Scott's residence by a juvenile and entered through the back door at 1 a.m. Scott's attorneys say at this moment they are unsure if the state's new stand your ground law will play a part in this case as they await doorbell footage and an autopsy report.
I don't know enough about what led to the actual shooting. I don't know if there was a scuffle. I don't know if it was an accidental discharge. I just don't know.
The juvenile told police Scott previously told her if she saw a boy in the home, she would shoot him.
It's my understanding that Ms. Scott did not know this person. I don't know how they met. That's something we'll look into. My guess is that this was somebody who was looking for young people online, and he found a vulnerable 13-year-old, and you know what happened next.
Scott's next appearance in court will be August 3rd. We'll be sure to keep you updated both on air and online. Reporting for your news leader, Braille Brown, WREG News Channel 3.
And we're also following new developments in the case of a Memphis mother accused of shooting and killing a man she says she found hiding under her daughter's bed. In court this morning, Kendra Scott, who is charged with first-degree murder, had her bond set at $100,000 and was also ordered not to have contact with the victim's family. Memphis police say when they initially arrived to the scene last week, the victim, Rodarius Morton, was found dead near the home's porch after he had been shot in the back of the head. WREG's Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with a former teacher of Morton's and what she wants people to know about him. Shay?
Hey, Stephanie, yeah, she says this case could have been handled so many other ways, not ending with a 20-year-old man being killed.
Perkins says she's the former middle school teacher of Rodarius Morton, who Memphis police say was shot and killed early last Thursday morning in the Walker Homes neighborhood. She said Morton had learning disabilities.
He was special needs, and I was his special needs teacher.
She described him as soft-spoken and respectful, shocked by his death.
Unbelievable. Very, very hurt because the young man that I knew that most people don't know, based off of this story, they don't know him personally like I did.
In court paperwork, an underage girl told police Morton came to her house early Thursday morning through a back door. Her mother, Kendra Scott, then showed up banging on the door, yelling, "Who is at my house?" Scott says she went inside and found Morton hiding under the girl's bed. Police say as Morton was leaving the home unarmed, he was shot somewhere near the front porch. Detectives discovered he had a gunshot wound to the back of his head. The girl told police her mother has told her in the past if she discovered a boy in the home, he would be faced with violence.
People look at this and they say, well, he should have been in that situation in the first place.
And I agree. I do agree. I do not condone his actions as going and mingling with a 13-year-old. However, when you're cognitively not 20, what do you expect? And then I found out last night that from his sister, no one knew that he was going away from the house.
Perkins believes Morton thought the girl was older and didn't understand the law.
I just wish she wouldn't have never shot him. That's it. There were so many opportunities for her to stop and think. So many different ways that this could have had a different outcome. So many different ways. Call the police. If you got a gun, hold them there to gunpoint till the police gets there.
Yeah, and Stephanie, Scott is due back here in court next month. For your news leader, we're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
Shout out to the WREG for bringing us, that particular, both of those stories right there. Because I looked around and I didn't see any other news outlets even, touching on this particular story right here. So shout out to them. I agree with this teacher right here. The teacher said that, cognitively, he don't really even know he's 20 years old, number one. And then also, it's a good chance that this woman's daughter right here could have told him that she's older. There's always that chance. That has happened to a lot of young men. Believe me when I tell you, it has. The defendant's lawyer is talking about the prosecution is going to have an uphill battle trying to prove that this was basically premeditated or, she was justified, well, not justified in her actions, basically. Well, there's two things going on here. Number one, it's the fact that her daughter said that the mother had said earlier on, somewhere, I don't know, some years ago or a year or two ago, whatever, I don't know, that if she ever caught a young boy or boy in her daughter's room, that's exactly what she would do. Number one, she even said that she would shoot him in the effing head. Okay? That's what the daughter said. Number one. Number two, it's the way the mother did it. The boy, the young man that is, was leaving the house. She waits until he gets on the porch, and then she does this. Okay? Back of the head. Back of the head. That tell you right there what it is. So I don't really think that the prosecution will have a problem with proving that this was first-degree murder, because she did not have to do that. She did not have to do that. Okay? It's like the teacher said, and so many other people said, she could have held him, made him stay there at gunpoint, called the police, had the police come there, and let them handle it. You see what I'm saying? To me, she wanted to do this right here. You know, and as for the daughter, I'm sure just from hearing this story right here, this is not her first time doing things like this. And that's crazy. That's really crazy. And of course, the mother acting in this way about this, going this far. I'm not saying that she wasn't supposed to be upset. Any parent should be upset, would be upset. But at the same time, you have to think, how many boys that she snuck in her room? You see what I'm saying? You don't tell me she ain't snuck around sometime. Damn near all of us has done it. As adults, we look back, yeah, as young men or boys, whatever, we were sneaking in somebody's bedroom. You see what I mean? When the parents wasn't there. As adult women, as early teenagers, you were sneaking some boy in your bedroom, or either you were sneaking to his house. However way it went. And it didn't cost you your life because you didn't caught. Some of us did get caught and still here to tell about it. Okay? But not by this woman's heart. Nope. By her hand. She overreacted. This is something she wanted to do. Okay? I'm going to try to keep up with this story right here and follow it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep bringing you guys updates on it, because I'm looking at it like this. Justice for Rodarius Morton. Justice for him. This woman needs to be locked away. And then she wants to talk about, she was protecting her daughter and all this kind of stuff. Well, where you headed, you're not going to be there to protect her anymore. Somebody else is going to have to do it. Because you're going to prison. And that's just my personal thoughts on it. Who's going to protect your daughter now? All you had to do was chill. You see what I'm saying? You could have sit this boy down and your daughter and told them about we ain't having this or whatever. It was just so many other ways to handle this situation right here. But you chose to just senselessly take his life. And that's just what it is. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think of this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.